My beloved brothers and sisters, when you feel overwhelmed, the first thing you must remind your heart is this: Allah is fully aware of your inner struggles, even the ones you cannot explain. Sometimes your emotions feel too messy, too complicated, too tangled to express to anyone. You don't know where to begin, you don't know how to describe what's hurting you, and you don't even know why certain worries refuse to leave your mind. And yet Allah knows. He understands the language of your heart better than you do. He hears the cries you silence. He sees the pain you hide behind your smile. He knows the storm that lives inside you long before you put it into words. There are moments in life when you feel like no one truly understands what you're going through. You may sit among people talking and laughing, but deep inside you feel alone with your thoughts. You may try to explain your stress, your anxiety, your fears, but sometimes people respond with words that don't heal you or advice that doesn't fit your heart. It makes you feel even more overwhelmed, even more misunderstood. But Allah never misunderstands you. He never confuses your silence with strength or your tears with weakness. He knows exactly what every emotion means. Even the thought that flashes through your mind for a split second, Allah knows the depth of it. Sometimes the heaviness you feel comes from battles no one sees. You fighting doubts, fighting stress, fighting expectations, fighting heartbreak, fighting pressure from all sides. And the world tells you to stay strong, to keep going, to push through. But they don't know how many nights you cry quietly, how many mornings you wake up already tired, how many times you tell yourself, I can't do this anymore, but still somehow stand and continue. Allah knows. And that knowledge is not passive, it is mercy, it is care, it is protection. Every time your heart collapses in sujood, Allah understands what your words cannot express. Your tears are a form of dua. Your silence is a form of dua. Your pain is a form of dua. They rise to Him, even when you struggle to speak. Allah does not need you to explain yourself perfectly. He does not need detailed sentences. He only needs your sincerity. And even when that sincerity is wrapped in exhaustion, He still accepts it. When you feel overwhelmed, remember that Allah's knowledge of your heart is not just awareness. It is active compassion. He is not simply watching you struggle. He is guiding you through it. Sometimes He allows you to feel the pressure so you turn back to Him. Sometimes He allows confusion to soften your heart. Sometimes He allows pain to detach you from what harms you. And sometimes He lets you feel overwhelmed so that you finally realize your strength was never yours. It was always His. Think of the moments when you were certain you wouldn't make it through, yet here you are. Think of the times you cried about something you thought would break you, but Allah brought you out of it in ways you didn't expect. Think of the fears you once had that no longer exist. This is proof Allah was with you then and He is with you now. His awareness of you is not distant. It is intimate, personal, gentle, and constant. You may worry about your future, but Allah already knows every step of it. You may fear losing people, but Allah knows exactly who is meant to stay and who is meant to leave for your own good. You may stress over decisions, but Allah knows which path leads to peace and which leads to harm. You may feel overwhelmed by your responsibilities, but Allah knows your capacity and He never burdens you beyond it. There will be moments where you feel like everything around you is falling apart, but in reality, everything is falling into place by His wisdom. You just don't see the full picture yet. Allah knows the story He is writing for you. He knows the healing that is coming. He knows the opportunities that are waiting. And sometimes His ease arrives in the form of blessings you never prayed for, opportunities you never expected, and peace you never thought you could feel again. But you must remember something important. Ease has its timing. Allah sends it exactly when your heart is ready to receive it, not a moment earlier. Because if ease comes too soon, you will not appreciate it. And if it comes too late, you will think He abandoned you. So He sends it at the perfect moment, the moment that grows you without breaking you. Every hardship you face carries its own relief. Every tear you shed contains its own healing. Every test you go through comes with its own hidden blessings. Allah's promise is not vague. It is precise, powerful, and guaranteed. No matter how overwhelmed you feel now, your ease is already on its way, walking toward you with the full mercy of the one who loves you more than anyone ever could. So when life becomes heavy, remind your heart, Allah has not forgotten. Your hardship came with ease the moment it entered your life. It's only a matter of time before you see it, feel it, and thank Allah for it. Feeling overwhelmed is not a sign that you are weak. It is a sign that you are human. And more importantly, a sign that Allah is reshaping you in ways you cannot yet see. Every time life becomes heavy, every time your heart feels exhausted, every time you whisper to yourself, I can't do this anymore, something deep within you is changing. Hardship is not only a test, it is a transformation. It is Allah turning you into someone stronger, wiser, kinder, and more connected to Him than you were before. When you feel overwhelmed, your mind focuses on the pressure, the stress, the confusion. What you don't realize is that your heart is quietly expanding, learning patience, learning reliance on Allah, learning resilience. You are not being crushed, you are being crafted. Diamonds are formed under pressure, and hearts are shaped through trial. If your life was always easy, your heart would remain soft, fragile, and untested. But Allah loves you too much to let you stay the same. He wants you to grow, elevate, and rise in ways you cannot achieve without difficulty. Sometimes the reason you feel overwhelmed is because Allah is removing things that no longer serve you. He pulls you away from people who drain you. He closes doors that would harm you. He blocks paths that would destroy your peace. At first it feels confusing. You cry, you question, you wonder why things are falling apart. But later you look back and realize Allah was not taking things away from you. He was taking them away for you. He was clearing space for better, for peace, for growth, for blessings that only you come after you let go of what was holding you down. Overwhelm also teaches you something powerful. You cannot do life alone. When everything feels heavy, Allah is inviting you to rely on Him. You go from saying, I can handle this, to, yeah, Allah, I need you. That shift is not weakness. It is the greatest strength. Because the moment you lean on Allah, your burden becomes lighter, your heart becomes calmer, and your path becomes clearer. Overwhelm breaks your illusion of control and brings you back to the one who controls everything. Sometimes the transformation Allah wants for you requires shaking your life a little. He removes your comfort so that you search for higher purpose. He allows confusion so that you seek His guidance. He lets you feel lost so that you find Him. Without these moments, your heart would never wake up, never turn to Him, never taste true faith. Overwhelm is often the doorway to spiritual awakening. Think about the people who inspire you, the ones with beautiful hearts, deep wisdom, and incredible patience. Do you think they became that way through ease? No. They became who they are because life tested them, broke them, and rebuilt them. They cried, they struggled, they fell. But each time Allah lifted them higher. Their character was shaped by pain and their strength was built through trials. That is exactly what Allah is doing with you. Overwhelm is also a sign that you are outgrowing your old self. Your heart is learning to let go of unhealthy attachments. Your soul is learning to trust Allah's timing. Your mind is learning to stay calm even when life doesn't make sense. Growth is uncomfortable, but it is necessary. A tree must break through the soil to rise. A bird must break its shell to fly. You must break through certain hardships to become the person Allah created you to be. And remember, Allah does not test you to see you suffer. He tests you to see you blossom. He tests you to remove what is harmful, to protect what is good, and to open doors you never imagined. Every overwhelming moment you face is taking you closer to the version of yourself, the purer and more connected to Allah. So when you feel like you are breaking, remind yourself, you are not breaking, you are transforming. Allah is not punishing you, He is preparing you. He's preparing you. He is strengthening your heart, polishing your soul, and aligning your life with something better than what you planned. Your overwhelm is not the end. It is the beginning of a new chapter. A chapter built with more faith, more clarity, more patience, and more peace. One day you will look back at this moment and say, hey, that hardship changed me. That overwhelm shaped me, and Allah carried me through it all.